Come on, Greg.
What is going on, Garage Couple fans? On this week's episode, I'm gonna attempt to install a $17 subwoofer into the TJ Rubicon all by myself, as well as we are announcing the winner of
The tailgate table.
for your Jeep Wrangler. So many people entered, and on this episode we are going to be announcing that. So stick around to see who the winner is. Will be later sometime in this episode, as well as that install. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Greg. I drive the TJ Rubicon that you guys have been, following along on.
And my name is Arlene, and I drive that absolutely insane JK.
And last week, Arlene actually did a tire shine comparison all by herself. She recorded it, filmed it all by herself. And this week, I'm gonna be doing the subwoofer install all by myself. So why don't you let us know who does it better?
Is that nice?
Let's see. What do you think? Maybe Arlene did it better. I don't know. Who knows these days? But in any case, stick around to see that, as well as the winner of the tailgate table. Let's do it. What is going on, Garage Couple fans? On this week's episode, I'm gonna show you how to absolutely transform the bass in your Jeep TJ for only $20 and just 30 minutes of your time. So if you want to upgrade the sound in your TJ, as well as get some pointers as to what head unit I have, as well as what speakers I have, stay tuned and let's get to it. So what I have with me here is the Pile Gear 6.5 inch 300 watt subwoofer that actually fits into the original location on your Jeep Wrangler TJ. Now, I opted to get this unit because it looks like it's an upgrade from that pyramid unit that everyone runs. I myself have run it in my old TJ as well, and it seems to just go in really easily without any fuss, using simple hand tools and nothing more. Now, many people can get really fancy, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on the subwoofer, including an amplifier, that kind of thing. But for my purpose, I just wanted something cheap that would make a significant difference. So that is why I went with this unit. Now, everything you see in this video will be available in the description below, so you know exactly which one to purchase. Now, if you're familiar with our channel, you know that my wife is Arlene and she drives the JK Wrangler and I drive the TJ. But she's currently tutoring and she's not able to join us right now, unfortunately. And I really wanted to install this subwoofer because I love stuff like this, and hey, who doesn't like a nice mod, especially when it's waiting, ready to get installed. So let's start without any further ado. Step number one, remove your center console. Let me show you exactly how to do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and open the unit. Looks like it comes with some instructions, possibly a warranty. Let's keep moving down. All right, down to the meat of it. Here we are. First thing I want to notice is that this thing is heavy. This thing is humongous as well. Look at this magnet on the rear. I'm guessing it's going to sound nice. It's not paper. It is made of plastic. So let's go ahead. It looks like it also has 2 inputs, not the 4 that the stock one has. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, we've been working really hard to have grass like this. Look at how green that is. I think we might have the greenest grass in the whole neighborhood. And it was not easy. We literally used different fertilizers. We used a lot more water than we should be admitting to, but look at that, looks great. Very first thing you're gonna wanna do, pull this cup holder out. Also, maybe vacuum. That is a 10mm nut. You're gonna grab one of these, ideally with a socket on the end. Once you get your socket on the end, go ahead and loosen all the way. Now, before we dive any further, I want to show you our head unit, which is by Kenwood. Also, these speakers over here have all been replaced by the previous owner. I'm not really sure what spec they are, but the previous owner left subwoofer cable right over here, which includes the low level input as well as the signal wire. So if I wanted to add larger subwoofer one day, I will have the option to do so. Why don't we continue the install? Once you have that 10mm nut removed, go ahead and grab yourself a fin flathead as well as a T25. Fold your seat forward if it goes forward. Now, in the rear cup holder, just grab your flathead and pry out this thingamabobber. Once this comes out, you have 2 screws here, T25. Let's take these both out. Literally watching the camera as I do this, not watching what's happening in real life. All right, catch you back in a second. Now that you have removed all 3 bolts, it's time to lift this up, and away. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it up here. Maybe lower this, make it easier. Of note, there's gonna be a plug. Mine is already disconnected, as you can see right over here. Out she comes. Now that we have this thing out and about, it looks like actually the previous owner might have already taken that speaker out. If yours isn't out, the process will be the same. So why don't we go ahead and keep going. This would be a good time to empty out all the junk that you've accumulated in your center console. So let's do it. Now, grab your T20 screwdriver and time to remove 2 more screws. Screw number 1, screw number 2. Once you've removed those 2 screws on the top, time to remove these 3 screws on the bottom. Next up, grab your T25 and remove these 2 screws right over here. This is the final step before the box will come out. Now that it's all removed, let us take the box out and examine what we have over here. So this next part involves a little bit of cutting. That is the inside of the woofer enclosure. And when you drop the subwoofer in, it actually does not sit flush. The edges appear to be elevated by a little bit. So the very next thing I'm going to do is use a tool like this. Link will be in the description, to go ahead and to cut as much of that as possible. Some folks would prefer to use a Dremel. That is how I did it the first time around. Literally after a couple of snips, didn't really do a whole lot here, but I opened up this area and let's see if it fits. Looks like it dropped right in. Now I'm going to use some wood screws or self-tapping screws because I don't really have anything else. Time to tap those things in. I suppose before we do so, let's review the wires. So this is the harness that connects to the vehicle. Looks like this part has seen better days. And this is what plugs into the speaker. So maybe we should test this out. Let's try this. I am doing this by trial and error. These 2 are larger clips, those 2 are smaller clips. Let's just see if it works this way. If it doesn't, I'll have to look into it and figure it out. Probably not gonna work, but it's worth giving it a shot. So let's take it to the vehicle, plug it in, and see what happens. All right, one thing led to another, and now I am in troubleshooting mode. Basically, I plugged this thing in and it is not working. So it could either be the amp, or it could be the signal wire that comes from the speaker is right over there. And basically this is what I found. There's this blue wire with white stripe, and this is what they did. They connected the other signal wire that you see down there out of the head unit. So without this signal, the stock subwoofer is not going to know to turn on. So I'm going to go ahead and crimp this connection to that connection and see what happens.
Commercial free for 90 minutes.
All right, radio's on, and this I could feel is working. You saw that it worked. Now it's time to put things back together. I'm gonna go ahead and put the amp back into play, just like so. Time to screw those in. I think it's hilarious that the previous owner basically wired it in without the signal wire, basically not sending power to the subwoofer. So you can also go ahead and check the fuse, which is located behind your glove box, to make sure that that's not blown. In my case, it was not. So the amp is now screwed back into place. Now we're back where we began. Next step is to connect the speaker with these wires. I went ahead and I crimped on a spade connector there. And next step is to also just drill the holes through here as we put the speaker into place. Let's do that next. On the speaker, I'm going to be connecting the red wire where the E is over here, and the black wire on the other one. Both connectors are in, they're secured. And now it's time to screw it into place. So I will be using self-tapping screws that I basically have laying around handy. Before I commit to anything any further, I'm going to plug this in and make sure it still works. Time to reverse the order of everything else, and then we are making some jam, some serious jam. Now that the unit is fully assembled, it's time to drop it back into place. There's only 3 screws left and then this plug, and we are all ready to rumble. I'll get you some demo tapes right after I install it. Time to connect the plug. Alright, now that all 3 of those screws are in, the last step is to put back your cup holder. And that is it. Job is all done. Time to enjoy your new subwoofer. Alright, if you have made it this far in the video, that means you are diligently waiting to see if you won the tailgate table giveaway. Now we are really excited to give this item away, and we hope to see pictures of it once it is installed, and more importantly, we hope it brings a smile to your face as ours does to our faces, because we genuinely enjoy, while we camp and while we're out and about, having this table that just folds right out of our trunk. And big special thank you to Subwoofer for giving us this table to give away to you all. We're just really happy that we're able to be in this position where we're able to give something away. So thank you, big thumbs up to Subwoofer. They make great products. The link will be in the description. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Filter duplicates, get YouTube comments.
How many comments do we have?
Oh wow. 250 unique comments?
That's
insane, you guys.
250 of you guys entered. Let us see who wins.
Alright.
Why don't you click with your finger? Boom. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.
Let's see it.
Winner is Tyler Alif.
First.
Excited for the video. Well, Tyler, you, my friend, have won yourself a tailgate table. Thank you for commenting first.
Congrats, Tyler. Make sure to send us an email with your address so we can get this out to you as soon as possible.
Now, for the rest of you, don't worry, there's plenty more to come. We actually have another headlight giveaway planned, as well as our monster giveaway. We are giving away an entire lift kit.
Greg's arms. We're not giving those babies away.
We are literally giving away a lift kit, so stay tuned for next week's episode where we announce exactly how it's gonna go down. But for now,
we'll use Greg's lift kit to get out of here. Alright, take me away, babe.